Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, The End of Infinity. Well, we don't have much left. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not going to worry about those last two scenes. They really don't reveal anything too much, I was told. I was hoping they would, you know, especially one in Yuka path, in Yuka's path, maybe would shed some more light on the whole origin of the character, but yeah, apparently don't. That's one thing that's really bugging me, because that has not been answered at all. Why Makoto is so familiar with them. So, why they feel so familiar with Makoto, I should say. So yeah. So there was that one ending, and the way you get to it is in the shortcuts. It pops up after you get everything else. Apparently, it's the original PlayStation finale. Bells. Okay. Guessing school bells? But you've changed, haven't you, Saki? You've gone a rank down. You dropped out of K University to enter our college. I don't think the environment here is much better. That is a pretty funny thing to say. I know school I went to, kindergarten through 5th grade. Excuse me. It was pretty crappy. Then I went to another school and I was like, oh, this is nicer. But the people there were like, oh man, this school is horrible. I wish we were somewhere else. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, I mean, I guess overall it wasn't. I guess school's cool. School is school. Say it too fast, it sounds like school's cool. Which I guess school is important, but what news? Nah, Kirby. Hey, Kirby, would you stop calling me that when we're at school? Kirby, you're not in high school anymore, right? Well, I guess that's true, but... Huh? Haruka? What's with this all of a sudden? Anyway, didn't you just buy a new reel? So where are we going, Haruka? Why would I look at that? Oh, so it's Yuka this time. Nothing, I didn't mean that. Well, you reek of alcohol. Don't tell me that you were drinking again this morning. Hey, what the hell's going on? Everyone is talking about the news. You said that earlier. Don't talk about unrelated things. You just punched him. There you go. That's funny. Oh my gosh. That. Coming with this. Where are we going? Not I think the other one was better. Yeah, I think they made the right thing. So that was What am I doing? Oh yeah, I blanked out there. So that was the last ending right there. PlayStation blog. Okay. So I had to do a little bit of configuring with it to do this. It doesn't come naturally able to do the append story. And I was also having trouble with it not working 100% of the time. We're gonna hope that it's gonna do it this time. Good. Okay. I believe this is official. I think this is an official thing from it's Yuka's point of view of the second loop, apparently, how she sees it, and I think this is what will clarify a lot of the facts that they missed in the Izumi route. So it's called the Yuka Cure route. So maybe that has something to do with why she was able to keep her memories. This part, the rest of this Let's Play might be a little bit awkwardly spaced. Because I'm going to end episodes if there's a choice at about the 15 to 20 minute mark. Because there's no saving. You can't just save anywhere all willy-nilly. And I tested it. That's why I was messing with it earlier. Having trouble with it not even starting. But it doesn't... Maybe it'll save the choices to where they're blacked out that you make. But it doesn't make it to where you can use F4 mode. You can use F3. So that's why I'm going to do choices so that I can F3 it to the point where I've gotten before and stop it there and do it from there. And yeah, I guess that's that. 7 days of the camp should have ended peacefully without any incidents. Only the memories would be left behind in my album of recollections. I'm trying to think if I actually want to do voices for the different characters. Because when I do a voice, I can hold it for about 3 syllables and then it just goes all random to who knows what voice that is. You're Makoto. That is Makoto Ishihara, right? It's nice to meet you. I'm Mickey. Mickey Mouse. I really don't know why, but before I knew it, I became the leader of this group. Well, anyway, I'm pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, and that's another reason. Well then, go ahead and get up. So sorry. Oh, sorry, my stomach's not feeling so good. That would be a good Haruka voice. Okay, I'm gonna make sound like. I already know what I'm gonna. I've already thought about him. I know what I'm gonna make him sound like. Haruka and Makoto is gonna have the same voice. No, that's copping out. That's copping out. Don't cop out. She's very serious, so I'm not that hungry. Yeah, okay, I guess that worked. What? But I just finished it and everything. I remade it countless times, you know. Makoto, you're hungry, right? What's wrong? Out of bluffs? Well then, here's the next one. Sun's warmth kiss, the fire serves. And these voices and this very somber music is not clashing very well. Oh sun, grant me blessings with your bright rays. Blazing, scorching firebomb. Everyone wanted to hear what Mickey Mouse would sound in an anime movie. You just got it. Did they do it in Kingdom Hearts? I doubt it. It'd be nice if it continued to go on like this forever. It'd be nice if we keep on living as though we were wandering in a dream like this. Once this camp is over, school will start again right away, won't it? Back to boring classes and a boring job. Those ordinary days that make me want to scream. What is Yuka's job? To me, that world is incredibly tedious. That makes it interesting now that because she did say that. Well, because you're so easy to tease, I just wanted to try lording it over you for a bit. Besides, Makoto, you were so cute. Yeah, it was really cute how desperate you looked. It was kinda like a newborn puppy. Hey, Makoto! When was your first love? Mine was, I see! It was not the other voice. What about you, Yuka? When was your first love? Mine was in middle school. My southern accent and Mickey Mouse's and that high-pitched voice sounds very, very strange, I'm betting. Sounds strange to me, and I'm kind of not able to judge it properly. Even now, I can't forget it. I met my first love in spring when I was in 9th grade. It was the day of the opening ceremony in April when the new semester started. That was how I fell in love. I see. Say, did it go well with that boy? Huh? No, because it was always an unrequited love. But even now, I can't forget him. I'm also going to forget between episodes the exact thing, so apologize about that too. He was very similar to you, Makoto. That's right, all that would be left afterwards would be normal days and just a few happy memories. Just memories. If only I hadn't seen that nightmare. Whoa, what's going on? So yeah, this is kind of the end of the, this is kind of Let's Play. This is the goofing off part, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's how I can justify doing these voices. I feel kind of silly doing it, but I don't want to read the same. I mean, if I'm reading it, I may as well try to distinguish them. I was just thinking, how silly I probably look. I'm trying not to look at myself while I do that. Hopefully, I haven't tested it out. Hopefully, Remember 11 will work with OBS, so I don't have to look at myself. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. One day I might wind up having I don't know, something embarrassing and not even realize it until after it's recorded. In that dream, someone died. Ah! It was Saturday, April 6th. I don't remember the exact time and location, and I don't know who that someone was either. Blood in that corpse's palm. Here, let me pause it real quick, guys. Something like that. Hold on! Hold on! It couldn't be. It couldn't be that in that person's palm was a bell. That's right, isn't it? Why now? Now? What do you mean, now? What does that mean? It just also struck me what I'm going to do with this voice when she's drunk. Hey, Yuka. Makoto? Alright, Makoto. Will you remain calm and listen to me? The dream you had, the truth is, I also had the same dream. Also, I wonder, is this an old lady, stereotypical old lady voice too? I'm not sure. It was also on the same day as you, the morning of the 1st. The spring rain at the end of the cave, together with the echoing bell, will free you from time. It's the will free you from time part. You don't understand what it means. Huh? To be set free from the flow of time and to be blown away to a different time. In other words, it means time travel. Time travel. On that day, Saturday, April 6th, we were sent to the world of 5 days ago. The world of yesterday, apparently. And if this hypothesis is right, then what I'm about to say might also be possible. Tomorrow, on Saturday, April 6th, we will be sent to the world 5 days ago. That can't be. It's impossible. It's definitely impossible. Yeah, that's right. It's only natural to think that way. When I think about it calmly, I realize that telling you to believe this absurd story is nuts. It's crazy. I might just have gone insane and everything's a mere delusion of mine. Might have, who knows. But in case this is reality, then... So please, I want you to swear just on one thing. After this, with no exceptions, don't approach this shrine. Of course, I'll never come here again as well. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Dear Makoto, I'm sorry, I'm going there. That took a long time for her to change her mind. So you came here after all. What's up? Why Yuka? You broke your promise, huh? You swore that you wouldn't approach the shrine again, no matter what. You're a fine one to talk, aren't you? What reason did you have for coming here when you knew how risky it was? A promise that couldn't be kept. The important promise that Makoto and I made. That time. Oh. A promise that couldn't be kept. The important promise that Makoto and I made. At that time, I couldn't keep it. Well, what's the meaning of this? Why are you there? 2 bells. Adding you there into that sentence was kind of strange. Yuka, you said you threw it away, didn't you? But, were you lying? At that time, an earthquake destroyed the shrine. Makoto tried to protect me. Men ought to try their best to protect women. That's the way it's been for ages. Well then, are you saying you'll try to protect me? That's right. That's just stupid. It's not stupid. From now on, I will definitely protect you. Are you serious? Why are you so serious? If this were a joke, it'd be a pretty crappy one, wouldn't it? I'm serious. I swear on this starry sky that I'm serious. Hee hee. You're kind. Kind? You're the spitting image of him in that regard. But he was just a little too late. The nightmare had become reality. I saw Makoto's heavily dangling palm. The worst pronunciation of dangling ever. On top of it was a small fragment of light The bell! It was so painful. It was as if I was burning in hellfire. My body writhed in agony as the pain clawed at my heart. But it wasn't physical pain. It was my heart. My heart felt as if it had been gouged out by a sharp knife. I broke my promise. Who said, okay. After this, with no exceptions, I won't approach the shrine. Even though I swore that. This is the reparation for my extremely great betrayal. Why? My hoarse voice filled the empty void. How am I supposed to make this voice hoarse? I don't think I'm gonna be hoarse because of this voice. Tears stream down from my face. Before long, from Makoto's palm, the bell falls. It might have been my wish, or it might have been Makoto's wish. I want to go back to that time once more. At that time, a miracle happened. Well, it's a different room to wake up in for once. As I wake up, I kick the covers off the bed with all my strength. Still half asleep, I blankly stare into space. It's a familiar ceiling. Yes, all the ceilings in this place is familiar to me. I realize I'm freezing, my body soaked with sweat all over. I take a deep breath and slowly exhale. The warm scent of wood goes through my nose and fills my head. It takes me 3 more breaths until... Huh? This is... the lodge. This is the lodge. There's no mistaking it. This is my room. If that's the case, then I'll leap out of my bed and rush out of my room like a speeding bullet. My target is the door before my eyes, which I violently force open. He is standing in the center of the room, looking very confused. It seems like he's only just woken up. He turns around, still wearing his night clothes. It feels like my heart is tightly crushed. Even though I've only run a short distance, my heart is violently thumping inside my chest. Before long, his eyes notice me. They don't use any new art assets in this version. It don't look like. Was that a that's something you couldn't do in the append story? You had to use the exact same art from the game or whatever. Can't add anything. No, seems kind of restrictive actually. Makoto is standing right there. The Makoto I spent 6 days with. The Makoto who looks exactly the same as him did in my memories of that day. I didn't make it through that sentence very well. Makoto! I try to say this, but well, what's going on? He is taken aback by my words. Why? I continue to ask him. I can't process the impossibility that is right before my eyes. Running through my head are the countless things I want to ask him. Even so, no more words will come out. Makoto! Makoto? He's alright. Huh? It happens almost instantly. Makoto's body moves as if it's floating and he embraces me. He holds me tightly. It's as if he wants to keep me here in order to tie me to this place. Whoa, this game just took a strange twist into another genre. Makoto! In turn, I tightly embrace Makoto. His warmth seeps into my body. My ears are filled with the sounds of our heartbeats. It's a strong, strong reassurance, the proof that we are alive. Then did we? Did we? When Makoto tears his body off of me, man. Okay. He slowly raises his left hand. At, that sentence sounds like it's from a whole other game. I lean in close as we both look at his watch's face. Monday the 1st, 9:19 a.m. Somehow, it seems to be that way. In other words, before he can finish talking, I plunge into Makoto's chest. Temple of Doom style? Is that what he said? Is that what she's saying? The impact knocks him back to the wall as he staggers on his feet. Even so, I press myself against him. I bury my face in Makoto's chest while crying. I grasp his shirt tightly while various torrents of emotions within me pour out one by one. Makoto! Makoto! I pronounce it so strangely with that voice. I continue to whisper this. Oh, it's whispers. Okay. I'm trying to confirm that he's right here before my eyes. I say this countless times. Countless times. It's alright. It's alright. I'm right here. I'm crying so much that I've begun hiccuping. The sound of my unleashed weeping reaches my eyes. Yes, my weeping, filled with joy, sadness, love, anger, and relief. Emotions with names that I don't know, they come endlessly, flooding out of me like water from a faucet whose stopper has been broken. Why can't you make shorter sentences so I cannot say this in this voice? Then I feel something touch the back of my hair. Whiffs of a somewhat nostalgic scent tickle my nose. It's Makoto scent. It's a smell filled with peace and kindness and occasional farts. Because Makoto might have, gas pretty often. That's nostalgic. About an hour passes until my tears dry up and my hot eyelids finally cool down. My mind has already completely regained its composure. That outburst of tears may have just been me rinsing off my heart, so to speak. Yuka, I have to confirm something with you. Do you also remember everything from before? Do you remember what happened to us? I nod. Then you didn't forget anything else before that, right? What happened in the past 6 days? That is. Now I remember the taste of Izumi-san's paella. Soggy, almost drowning at the pier. The shock I felt from learning Haruka was a clone. Kremi-chan's disappearance and then finding her at the shrine. Now that I think about it, that might have been when all this began. If we hadn't gone to the shrine back then. I also remember that night too. When you and I looked at the starry sky that night. The vow made that night. The vow Makoto made to protect me. It looks like we've gone back to the starting point. but I wonder, is that really true? Huh? Well, perhaps your watch might be malfunctioning. We can't be certain from the watch alone. We've got to confirm it from other sources. Confirm it? I walk briskly to the front door, to the front of the door, and lightly grasp the doorknob. If we really time traveled, hold on. Don't tell me that you're planning to tell Haruka and Okahiko everything. No way. I think it'd be best if we still kept this quiet. So pretend like nothing's happened and act like your usual self. Anyway, our first priority right now is to confirm the date. Even if we talk afterwards, it won't be too late, right? I venture out into the living room with Makoto following close behind me. Good morning! I do the best to act like my usual self. Hey! That was supposed to be a Steve Urkel impression and it failed. I failed at that. How can I fail a Steve Urkel impression? Okahiko-kun is sitting down on the sofa next to Haruka. There's about 20 inches between him and Haruka. Everybody has such great depth perception in this game. I'm looking at my chest of drawers. Or my dresser, I should say. I've been in this apartment for 15 years. And I don't know, I could not gauge how many feet that is. I would say 7, maybe. There's tiles on the ground, I think about it. People can't just gauge that sort of crap, can they? Or am I just weird? Do I have bad depth perception? I hesitate for a second, then decide that it would be best to just be blunt about this. Hey, Okahiko-kun. What's today's date again? Huh? Hey, wait, what's wrong, Yuki-chan? Did you hit your head? Yeah, that was horrible. Lately, I've been awfully forgetful. Forgetful, huh? I didn't think you were that ditzy. Oh well. Hey, Ishihara. Did this young lady a favor and tell her? Huh? Tell her what? Today's date, obviously. Makoto gets extremely flustered. As I am doing 3 things here. It feels like everything could all fall apart at once. This is bad. What should I do? And so I pause the Let's Play for here. So yeah. Hopefully folks enjoyed that. I would like some feedback on whether or not that was worth it. You know what I'm talking about. This is an anime visual novel Let's Play. You fill in the blank. That. It's such a pain when they do that in these games. They're like, you've done that? Spit it out already. What is that? Yeah. Let me know if the voices is worth it. I'm not gonna be able to talk it all today, probably. Work in retail, so I mean, it's gonna be customers. I'll just be like, so good for me, actually, because I would prefer that. I love that job. But anyway, I hope you folks enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell there, folks.